Okay, fantastic. Just a second. Okay. Yep.
Hello. Am I coming in to see you?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it Catherine?
Yes, that's right.
I believe you've rung for an ambulance, have you? Or is it?
I haven't rung for an ambulance. I went to the police station. I went to the police station to report a crime.
Okay.
Your colleague informed me that a police officer's gonna come to have a look around, and then instead they sent the ambulance service. I haven't actually asked for the ambulance.
What was it
service.
you wanted from the police when you came in?
I wanted to report a crime because I need the actual confirmation that I went and reported it to the police for my
What was
court
the
case.
crime?
The crime is that now there's an ongoing harassment using microwave weapons, which started in January in Switzerland and followed me here to Britain.
Okay.
I was assaulted in a London hotel room after my High Court appearance. I received a death threat going to the High Court, and I survived an assassination attempt in Switzerland using pulsed microwave weapons to the head on the motorway.
Right, okay.
So that's the court case that's going on.
Right, where's that going at the moment?
Well, this is in the High Court, right?
In the UK?
In the UK, that's right. Now, the one thing that the judge asked me when this was discussed is, have you reported it to the police? And I said, I'm sorry, but the police do not actually understand this weapons technology because they're not educated. Probably, I'm right, neither of you have heard about microwave weapons. Have you?
No.
No, that's basically what it's about, right?
Okay.
So civilians are being assaulted with microwave weapons by the intelligence agencies. There's a whistleblower who went public 7 years ago that this is actually happening. And civilians are starting court cases, but the court says we need confirmations that the police have been reported, have actually been reported. So now I'm here in Manchester to attend another court case. I have been assaulted again in my hotel room last night.
What happened in your hotel room last night?
So last night, what actually happened is that in the beginning, you just feel that you're being shot at different body parts. And it feels like literally like a pulse.
Assaulted through microwave technology?
That's right.
Yeah, so it's not a physical assault?
Well, it is a physical
not
assault.
Not as where somebody's coming to you and assaulting.
No. But it is a physical assault because
I
your body
appreciate
gets
that,
damaged.
But what I'm trying to get at is...
No one came in, no one broke
nobody's
in.
come in.
No, that's basically the point. Now the thing is that when that happens, the only thing that you can actually do is put metal between you and the actual. That's why you see that, because now
what's this?
That's
aluminium. That's for your head, is it?
Yeah.
And what's
because
this one for?
That's aluminium, because basically I can only be assaulted from someone coming down the corridor, right? Someone being next door. Or someone diagonally shooting from outside. So I have to do this.
Who would be doing that though? Who would be trying to shoot?
I'm sorry. This is actually whistleblowers come forward that the intelligence agencies are doing it.
Why would why would they be doing it to you then?
Well, that's a long story. That's actually already in the court case. There's a court case number with this.
Can you say briefly?
So in a sense, I have been put on a blacklist. You probably have heard about the blacklist that the intelligence agencies have been revealed to run already. For example, today there was a Radio 4 program about the blacklisting in the construction industry. Also done partially by the intelligence services. So that's not a crazy or a new thing, that's done. Now the microwave weapons are also already public, right? A year ago, someone has already been murdered, the chief medical officer of Finland, doing this with electromagnetic weapons. And now we have the situation where we have several scientists blacklisted and being assaulted. And there were several hundred reports to the police about microwave weapons. And they don't really turn up. So today I went to the police station because I wanted in writing that here in Manchester yes, I have reported it to Greater Manchester Police.
Right.
And as I told your colleague, I need that in writing.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, we can't give you that in writing.
We can give you the log number so that you've
I've
you've
got the
reported
I've got
it.
the log number,
Yeah.
and I've got the video, and I've got the audio.
Mm.
Okay, that's great.
Okay.
But I need that for my court case.
Right.
What I really don't need is the ambulance, because I don't have mental health issues. There's scores of evidence now.
Right.
So I'm sorry, the mental health thing. I know this is what the police have been doing for like 11 years now.
Have you ever had any mental health problems? I'm not saying you have now, but in the past.
I have never had any mental health.
Never had any treatment for anything like that?
No. However, what I did have is my computer got hacked, my website got hacked.
Right.
Just last week, my website in Switzerland got hacked.
What's that?
Using
website?
GCHQ methods.
Yeah.
My personal WordPress website.
What do you do for a job?
I'm a consultant. So I used to be a high energy physicist, and now I'm a consultant working in Switzerland. So anyway, I do have videos of hack attacks actually live happening using GCHQ methods. So it's not, unfortunately, not just in my head.
Right. Well, unfortunately, we can't give you anything in writing.
Right. Why is that? I mean, can't I just have the log printout that I was there and what I said?
No, because you've got the log number.
But but it doesn't actually say the content of
It's restricted information on the log because there's other information.
But I mean, can't I just have what I said as a confirmation of this is what you said?
If you've already recorded it, you know what you said, don't you?
Well, okay, but what I need is that the police can certify this is the information they received.
Well, if you've told the police and it's been endorsed on the log correctly.
But how do I know if it's even correctly endorsed on the log?
Well, you won't be able to get access to that information.
I mean, that's pretty crap, isn't it? Because then the police can just say anything, right? I can't see whatever got into the log. So that's like inviting. It's like inviting.
So it would have to be sanitised before you could see the log.
Why? Are they just recording what I just said? What's that sanitized?
No, because there's other information. There's all the people on this
all right, I can see. I can see how the cover up went on for 20 years.
Well, we're not covering up. I'm sorry.
No. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying how it could be done if someone actually wanted to do it. Anyway, if you can't actually, I need some sort of confirmation. And otherwise, I really need to go to bed because I called your office at 9:45, and I said, "Shall I?" No, this evening. And I said, "I really need to go to bed because I have to be at court tomorrow. Shall I stay up and wait for somebody?" And they said no. And now I don't know what the time is. Like frickin'
Catherine, what's your date of birth, please?
14th July 1982. So after 9:45 p.m, I was told I can go to bed. You're turning up at midnight after I called.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Well, your colleague, first of all, essentially lied because he said a police officer is going to turn up. They said mental health. So I refused mental health. Then you came. But nevertheless, I was also lied to about if you're going to turn up tonight. That looks really bad, doesn't it? It looks appalling.
Well, not really.
Not really?
No, not really.
I really think so, because there are 2 items of false information. This is not really helping the public. This is somehow, without you actually wanting to, screwing the public, is it not? Because I need to go to bed, right?
Right, Catherine, we'll let you go to bed in a minute. I'll just get some details off you. And we'll give you. Do you need the log number again, or have you already got it? Do you want this log number that we've come about?
Yes, please. Which one is that?
I'll check for you and get it. Have you got somewhere to write it down with all your other things, or do you want me to?
I can write it next to.
Give me 1 moment and I'll.
That's one.
Catherine, who's your next of kin? Is it someone in Switzerland?
Yeah, that's my husband.
Your husband. So he's still over there, is he?
Yep, that's right.
Is he not coming to England at all?
No, he isn't.
Okay, what's your husband called?
Dean.
Dean.
D-E-A-N.
Yeah. Is it the same surname as you?
Yeah, that's right.
What's his date of birth?
It's the 1st of July 1983.
That's one, so you got 11, please.
So, what's this? Is this like some sort of sectioning, or can I?
No. We're going to just let you.
Log number's 21.
Yeah.
07.
Okay, so it's the same as before.
The 26, yeah.
Sorry, 26 at the end. What was
26th
Yeah,
of
26th of
October.
October.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Have you got an English mobile phone number while you're over here?
No, I just have my Swiss number.
Just your Swiss
But
number.
you want to write that
I've got your Swiss
okay,
number.
fantastic.
Yeah. So how long are you in England for then?
I'm here until Friday. I'm talking to my lawyers on Friday, and
Okay.
I'm here in Manchester until tomorrow.
And then are you going back to Switzerland? Or you staying
Yeah,
in
that's
England?
right. I'm
You
going
go
back to Switzerland
So you've already got a flight, have you?
Yeah,
Booked
that's
to go
right.
home. Right. Okay. What time do you go home on Friday?
in the afternoon some point.
Right.
Right.
Okay. All right then. Right.
Right, thank you.
Okay.
Right. Is this, sorry, may I just ask, because I'm also a researcher and I'm a whistleblower on this, is this still, after 15 years, the standard procedure if someone reports microwave attacks by the intelligence agencies, that you call the mental health? Is that standard procedure?
We've come here as the ambulance service and it's query and mental health
Right,
issue.
but it was
Okay.
automatically queried without the police actually doing what I requested to do, which is submit my evidence or even just record my statement. Because I went to reception, I talked to this guy for about a minute, and then he said I should wait, and then maybe I can talk to one of the officers. So he clearly wasn't an officer.
No, they're
So
not.
then,
They're not the-
and then he told me an officer's gonna come and talk to me. So without having taken in my full statement,
But they
or
don't. They
any
wouldn't do it first when you go to the
flaming
front
evidence.
desk. They
Yes.
wouldn't take a statement off
yeah,
you.
but the first thing they did is call the ambulance services without listening to my statement.
Well, I don't know.
Wasn't us. Was it?
Okay.
It was there.
Okay, fine, sorry.
All right.
I'm not actually angry at
Anyway,
any
as
of
long as
you.
you're all right now, and you've
I
not
have
been
been
hurt,
alright. Well, I have been hurt. This is what I would like to record to
you've
the
not got
police.
physical injuries then.
I do have physical injuries, which I wanted to record to the
Go on,
police.
what
What
physical injuries have you got?
Well, what you have with microwave attacks is you have internal injuries, but
Right.
unfortunately,
Okay.
they're
Right.
really hard to detect
what
even on
what
an
internal
MRI.
injuries would you
So imagine you take your microwave,
Yeah.
you take off the cladding,
Yeah.
and you take the emitter, which is about the size of my hand, and you hold it up against the wall.
Yeah.
Well, most people don't realize the microwaves go straight through because for
Okay.
microwaves it's like glass. So if
Yeah.
someone is on the other side of the wall, you can cause internal bleeding, you can cause a heart attack, brain
Yeah.
injury, you can cause tumors.
What have you had any of those injuries
Well,
confirmed?
I had bruising, severe bruising when I got attacked in Switzerland. Right.
Right.
Oh, right.
I had intense pain so that I literally collapsed after my court hearing when I was attacked by MI5.
Are you on any medication for any of this?
No, I'm not.
Nothing. Right,
So,
okay.
right, this is an entire topic, and I'm also talking to the medical team. Please, in your private time, go and just Google electromagnetic weapons because you will meet this over and over.
Okay.
We basically have arms dealers manufacturing these things for about £200,
Right.
and you can kill somebody on the other side of a wall. So it's a big issue.
Right. To get rid of my
Okay.
microwave then.
Well, no, just keep the cladding on.
I don't think you need to
Yeah.
worry because you've got a blank wall behind there. That's
Well, no, actually, because what happened in previous hotels, I got attacked in Italy, is that they shot diagonally. So I also have, what you can do is use high frequency measuring devices, right? Because microwaves you can measure. And, right, sorry, I have to connect this. And then you can actually figure out where the radiation is coming from, if you're lucky.
Is it
Because if
in a
it's-
minute?
Well, I can turn it on, but if it's pulsed, you have to point it right at the position when they pulse it. So it's very hard. However, if you're lucky and they actually keep irradiating you, you can figure it out. So in Italy, I figured out that it was actually coming diagonally through 2 walls from a hotel room, right? So it can be done. Unfortunately, it's not in people's heads anymore.
Is that expensive bit of equipment?
This is about £400,
Wow.
basically. But the detector's £400. The assault weapon, which uses just this panel, and you just put on a little emitter here, costs about 200. So £200 to murder somebody, £400 to even try to detect who is trying to murder you. Right? You begin to see the scale of the problem. Okay. So anyway. Sorry, I didn't actually want to be so upset. It's
Okay.
just quite
Alright.
frustrating because I have been in front of the High Court 3 times trying to get an injunction against these bastards, and they're not
Do you
telling
know?
you.
Sorry, I don't
No?
know. No, sorry.
No, I can, please.
No, I'm just curious about your story. That's all.
Oh, my story. Well, in a nutshell, I'm happy
I mean,
to
why
go on
would somebody
public
want to
record.
be somebody out for you so badly?
Well, the thing is, it's not about targeting specific people, it's the other way around. People end up being blacklisted, just like in the construction industry. They haven't done anything wrong. They're being blacklisted by corrupt people in all over the show for different reasons. But once they're blacklisted, on these lists, these people can do whatever they want with us, and there's no way to get off. So that's the real mechanism. But I'm not a criminal. I'm a scientist. I'm sane. I've got a first from Oxford. I used to be a fellow at St John's College, Oxford, when I started being targeted.
Are you managing to sleep at the moment then, or is it stopping you from sleeping?
Unfortunately, last night I slept fantastically, and this morning I woke up and I realized my entire half of my head has been microwaved. So what that feels like is literally your skin is burning, and you have this weird feeling in your head. You feel damaged, but it's not a headache.
Okay. So you think somebody was here last night microwaving?
Well, not in here.
But
I think
around here?
Around here, yeah. And I can just, if I turn, for example, that way, anybody can come up in the corridor.
Yeah.
And the thing is, these emitters are small. They fit in handbags. So anyone can just come up with a suitcase. You know, they're very skilled, these chaps. Put it in the front, stop in front of my door for half a second. And unfortunately, they also have the, it's like mini radar with which you can just irradiate a room and see a person behind. And the little software identifies the person and targets their head. You know how on your phone these days you just turn it on and there's a little square finding the person's head? Well, that's just crappy free software that comes with everybody's phone. So the stuff that they have is a bit more sophisticated.
So what's the box for then? Why
That's
the box
sorry.
there?
I just had to have
The
something as
bedside
high
table.
as the side table. It's going to go back in its place.
Okay.
But
Is this just tinfoil?
it's metal basically. Yeah.
Right.
But
Put your head in there.
you have to use some sort of. This is also on the Apollo moonlanders, right? That's why it looks because for the
Oh, is
same
this
reason.
expensive stuff then?
It's just
normal
aluminium foil
tin,
from
right?
Sainsbury's.
I thought you got it from NASA or something.
No. But NASA uses the same stuff simply because out in space you get irradiated and that stuff works. So you just need 2 layers.
Do you wear this to sleep then?
I have to. I didn't want to yesterday, but because I get assaulted on the head, I have to until these guys stop. But anyway, I'm just asking everybody I meet these days, please, because it's also your job. Just Google it yourself. Electromagnetic weapons, microwave weapons. If you're working as a doctor or police officer, you need to know about this.
Google it.
Oh yeah, blacklisting.
If you Google it, will it pop up anywhere?
Pardon?
Well, they know that we've Googled it.
Well, it certainly will. I mean, you can also find, for example, if you go to the Covert Harassment Conference, the NSA whistleblower William Binney, he actually spoke at the conference because this is a really, really, really big issue. And the lady who got murdered, the chief medical officer of Finland, has been campaigning to have these electromagnetic weapons banned for 10 years, and then she was murdered with electromagnetic weapons.
You can watch on Google, I won't be Googling it. So
Yeah.
set your word for it.
Are you convinced that somebody's following you then now?
I'm not just convinced, I've got freaking evidence.
Oh,
They hacked into my car.
Right.
So
There we
I've
go.
got, evidence that my car radio has been modified, right? And Annie Meshen, the girlfriend of David Schuyler, the MI5, MI6 whistleblowers, Annie Meshen basically attended a court hearing where she confirmed that yes, MI5 do hack into car radios, and then your car radio sends you threatening messages on the display. I've got videos of that. So
have you got a video of it on your display?
well, I do have some videos. I can show you a hack attack on my phone. So I can show you what the GCHQ hack attack looks like when you're trying to measure. Hang on.